tonight I'm interviewing well-known streamer and hacker Sativa the Cheat on Facebook Gaming to understand really why he hacks and what enjoyment there is to be gained from it. Just a statement, I do not support or condone hacking in Warzone. I've been involved in many tournaments, have been associated with many groups that are huge fans of the game. And so I just want to put that out there, that I'm not here to show you how to hack, where to buy them from. But I would like some insight and would welcome you to also ask some questions with Sativa and perhaps get a dialogue going. Okay, so joined with us today is Sativa the Cheat from Facebook. He's a Facebook streamer and a hacker, and he's kindly come today just to have a chat, guys. So people are welcome to ask questions, but no, the agreement is that no personal attacks on Sativa or anything like that. That's not what he's here for.
So obviously, I started hacking because in a week I ended up stumbling across quite a few hackers. So I ended up thinking to myself, this game is just slowly coming to an end. I played it from the beginning. It was a great game to play, and I used to watch a lot of the big streamers. I used to watch a lot of them play, but in the end, most of them are slowly going off this game because they know themselves that it's dying out. It's dying out. I wouldn't have started cheating if the game was still, I don't know how to say it, as big as it was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When everybody was playing it, it was such a big thing. It was all over the internet.
But you're saying that cheaters kind of drove you to start hacking?
Yeah. Cheaters, okay. And I also have a friend, and he was basically the one that said to me, like, you should just start doing it. You should start doing it. I said to him, no, like, I'm not, like, I only just want to use like walls. Like, I'm good enough as it is. I'm good enough as it is. Walls was good enough for me. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it's still classed as cheating. But the teams that I played with, it sort of leveled the playing field for me. But Lomas ended up turning around to me. I said to him, like, nah, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. And he just ended up saying to me, like, he transferred some money into my account. And he bought the spoofer for me. And basically just said, you're hacking. Like, you're hacking now. So that's basically what I've just done. And from there, we both just started live streaming. But if it weren't for him, then...
So Lomas, effectively like a drug dealer, he gave you first taste of crack, and he's like, take it, man, I'll buy it. And then you took it, and you're like, oh, I like this feeling.
Just kept coming back for more,
Okay. Well, like, so, I was open with you about this, and my community knows me. Obviously, I'm not a fan of hacking at all, and I certainly don't condone it. I feel like how you felt originally, that it kind of ruins the game, in the sense that it's just no longer competitive because you're basically playing against an engine owning software.
I hated hackers to start off with. Like, I really did not like them because obviously I played the game legit. So there was, for me to bump into quite a few hackers in 1 week, that topped it off for me. Like, obviously seeing all the top streamers disappearing off the game, like not doing their tournaments as much anymore. Like, that just sort of just pushed me away. My team ended up going off and not playing no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And since I started hacking, it's sort of brought some enjoyment back to the game.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I can go into a game and I can just play solos.
There's a lot of people doing it. This guy isn't the only guy. There is a lot of people doing it, and us, moaning to Activision and us saying, this is unfair. It's not going to change anything. So actually, I'm more interested in the psychology behind like why people are doing it. That might be an easier fix than just simply complaining to Activision and nothing happening. So that's why we're talking about it today.
Interrupt you there about Activision. Like, you could complain to Activision as much as you want. Like you're only gonna go get a different account banned, and we've got files of like 200 plus accounts.
Yeah.
So like you can ban away, like you can report it to Activision, but all they're gonna do is just ban the accounts that we're on. Do you know what I mean? And we're just gonna refresh our computer, go straight back on a
Zach's
different account.
asking, do you get a free face covering with all the hacks purchased?
Free face covering.
Yeah, do you get a free balaclava with the hacks?
No, no. I wish. I wish I'd be
um,
wearing a different mask every day.
so
I've
so
got a few. I've got a few.
you got a few, yeah, you got to keep the rotation. So
Oh yeah.
talk to us about let's talk about hacking itself, right? So I'm really interested. How much does it cost? How much does it cost? It's not a one-off fee, is it? It's a monthly subscription.
So obviously the website's down at the minute.
I
But
don't
I'm
want any
pretty
links to the
sure.
website. I don't want people to know alone from me. Yeah,
No links, no links. I was
yeah.
just going to go on the site and see how much exactly it
Okay.
costs, because I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's around about 25 euros. So it's like 15 to 18
15
pounds or something
pounds a what?
a month.
A
A
month.
month.
Okay. So it's like a Netflix subscription basically, or a
Yeah,
Now TV
yeah,
subscription. Okay.
yeah.
So 15 pounds a month. And then what do you get for that? Is it, what sort of level of hacks? Because I know there's different levels or there's different engines. Is
So
it just depends on the
so
site, I suppose?
on this one, like obviously I'm not going to say the name of it,
Yeah.
but on this website it comes when you buy the Warzone cheats. It is just the Warzone cheats. It comes with everything. Like obviously you can just use the wall hacks if you want, or if you wanted to go all out full hacking, like
Hmm.
what's happening in the video behind.
Yeah.
Um, if you want to do something like that, then you can do that with no extra cost.
It's just toggling
And
it on and off. You can
yeah,
choose what you
yeah,
use.
literally,
Okay.
literally. And what's been added today to the menu as well is there's been an unlock all tool. So you would literally just turn that on, save it in the menu, and then it literally unlocks all of the everything that was in the
So
stores
all the
basically.
weapons, even
All,
even the
all
paid for content.
even the paid for content, it will
Wow.
unlock everything. So you get all of the operators, every single operators, all the Cold War ones, all the Modern Warfare ones. You would get all of the blueprints for all of the weapons,
Wow.
stuff like that. So
So wow, I'm surprised. So even like I knew it would unlock like different camo skins and stuff, but I didn't think it would
um,
unlock the paid for content that's in the store.
yeah, this one doesn't unlock like camos as such. It doesn't unlock like diamond or gold or anything like that. It doesn't
Right.
unlock stuff like that. There's a different menu that you can buy that costs $60 or something like that, or $50 a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
For
Um,
that tool.
Brownie's got a good question. He says, do you not get bored knowing that you're going to win pretty much all the time?
Do you know? Yeah, funny enough, we don't actually win every single game we play.
Okay.
Like there's some streams like where we'll come on and
Paul
like
Badger
we
Mason
won't
liked the
actually win a
stream.
game in a night.
Okay.
Um,
Wow.
like we'll get the kills, we'll get the high kills, but it will get to like top 10 and we'll be focusing trying to help our teammates, trying to let them know where they are, or we end up not not focusing on a team and they just appear out of nowhere.
Right.
Or sometimes like where I'm running about and you can see me just no scoping randomly. Sometimes that doesn't actually connect with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And if that doesn't connect with them and I've got two of them in front of me, or if I down one and the other one pushes me, that's me dead. So I've got my sniper out.
Yeah, okay. Zach says, is he concerned that Activision are currently trialing a hardware ban instead of account bans? Are you worried about hardware bans?
Like the stream.
So always be a way around it. They wouldn't have spent money and get you to pay for subscriptions if they weren't going to find ways around it.
So it's the
But
companies that help you if you have these.
Daniel
Can you
Southgate
approach
likes
the
the
company
stream.
if your hacks are not working and say, hey, I need support?
so say if the hacks aren't working, there's a Discord that lets you know if the hacks are down, or um, if any part of it's not working. Like at the minute, the website isn't working. like no one can get on the website because it's down.
Right.
Um, so that'll probably be back up. It could take like an hour. It could take 2 minutes. It could take 2 days. It could take a week. It could take a
Yeah.
month. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It all depends on how long it takes, but they will always find a way around
Okay. Okay.
it.
Paul Badger Mason says so. He justifies it by saying that hacking brings him more enjoyment. Then ask the question: what about the games he's ruining by cheating? So I think a lot of people who are playing legit are trying their utmost hardest to win the game. You know, and they probably get a lot of enjoyment out of winning. And some may feel that you're kind of taking that away from them unfairly. What would you respond to that?
I would respond that I've I've been in the exact same position as you once upon a time. Like obviously I used to try my hardest to win the game,
Yeah.
and I'd get maybe top 10, top 5, and then stumble across a hacker. It would wind me up to pieces. But now I'm doing it, and I hear you lot in the defcoms. When you're English and you're in the defcoms, it is the best defcoms you will ever get. Like they're just
Yeah.
they're the funniest thing you will ever find. Like
But
like what?
surely they're just saying the same thing. Oh, he's hacking. Surely it's just that. It's oh, he's
No,
hacking.
no,
He's
no,
cheating.
no. That's what I mean. Some of them do, but some of them say some funny stuff. Like you wouldn't believe it, but some of them do come out with some random shit. Do you know what I mean? Say if you've
Yeah.
killed them once, and then you see them coming out the air, like you would literally I would just beam them out the air again, and
Yeah.
you would hear exactly like that they would say something else because obviously they know you're cheating already, so they're gonna come out with something else. Like Rebirth is quite funny for it.
Okay.
Defcoms and Rebirth.
Yeah. Yeah. Brownie says, "Do you make money from selling wins for people?"
I don't charge money for wins.
Okay.
If people want to jump in, like if they like, obviously if I've come up against people and I've killed them, if they want to reclaim their win and I've got space in my team, they're more than welcome to jump in. Like
Yeah.
obviously some people don't like hacking, some people would rather just play the game legit. But if people want to jump in and play,
Yeah.
then they are more than welcome to jump in.
Um, that's fair enough.
Um,
Aaron Swanton's asking if you think that Battlefield will be as rife as Warzone in terms of hacks.
do you know, I'm pretty sure on the website they've already got Battlefield hacks.
Yeah, yeah. So I have seen that. Is it like when the new Battlefield comes out? You reckon you're going to go and hack in that, or what you thinking?
No, 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 no. Like I say, I played this game legit from the start. It's only like in the past maybe 2, 3 months that I've actually started full on hacking.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look. So I've got someone I know. His name's Kempin, and so he's like, we knew the questions were going to be tough, so I'm gonna ask it anyway. It's not insultive or anything like that. But so Kempin, you know, without going into his situation too deeply, is suffering with cancer, and he plays in his spare time, and it's just something he finds fun and a bit of a refreshment away from life, whatever. And he is asking, how do you feel when cheaters keep knocking disadvantaged players over and over again?
Like I say, we don't know. Like obviously, I've I'm sorry to hear what you've got. Like I do feel sorry for you, but all of a sudden, like if we're playing in Warzone, it doesn't come up on our cheats that you've got
Yeah,
these sort of conditions. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. You're just rolling
Um,
through everyone, aren't you? It's
yeah,
not
we're just
it's not
we're just
personal.
we're just running through a game that's corrupt. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't come up with your personal lives. It only comes up with your names, your distance, and your weapons. But that comment to me would be irrelevant. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't see that as a relevant comment. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
So.
he's bring he's bringing that into a game where I wouldn't know about it. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
hmm Um.
So
Let's say, look, you mentioned to me earlier that there are a lot of the bigger streamers that you're pretty certain are, if not running aimbot, they're definitely running wall hacks because they see you guys coming and they turn around and run away.
yeah, DJ and Lennon, we've
So those guys did that, and you noticed that they deliberately turned around and ran away from you
we've
guys.
we've stumbled across them a couple times, and every time we've come across them, they, like we were talking about earlier, they run through 99% of the lobby, but when they see us, why would they just suddenly turn around and run the other way? Do you know what I mean? They won't tell their stream that they're running the other way because they see a hacker,
Yeah,
because they've got
yeah,
wall hacks themselves. They won't make it obvious at all. They will just run the other way.
yeah.
They will get out of that. They will get out of that location. They'll go, right, let's get in a car, let's get in a truck and get out of here.
Interesting, interesting. So we've long suspected that a lot of the big streamers are definitely cheating, but with no real proof. Got to shout out my guy Bad Boy Beeman for like trying to expose it a little bit, but it's a task that you can't really prove.
He still needs to do a video on me. He still needs to do a video on me.
Zach is asking if everyone that played Warzone hacked, so there were no legit players anymore, would you still play?
Obviously not, because the game's corrupt. Like, it would be generally corrupt then. Like, Battlefield would be out then I'd be playing that legit.
Yeah.
Do you
So
know what
I mean,
By
I've got
that
to
point,
ask, as a personal question, like I just don't see, like I'm watching this video behind us, and I just don't see the enjoyment in it where it takes your skill away from actually aiming, because you're effectively all you're doing is pressing a trigger and this aimbot's doing it all for you. So like, where is the enjoyment? Because the enjoyment is surely the challenge of yourself and you turning around at the end of the game and saying, I did that, I got that dub. Surely it's boring when you don't have to aim or anything.
but this is what I mean. Like obviously I did have the hard aim lock on, and then all of a sudden I've put, as you can see in the background, it's a silent aim now. Like, obviously I don't even need to like aim in.
Yeah,
Like, I've done that. Like, I've put that setting on because when I get a sniper, I can literally, like, from where that guy's just been downed up there,
yeah.
I could just no scope him. Like,
You
I've
could
no
just
scoped
shoot
people. Like,
anywhere and that bullet will find its way to the target.
if there's on the menu, there's a aim of view priority and aim of view field of view.
Yeah,
Um, and the bigger the field of view, the bigger the circle. So around that crosshair, there would be like a circle. So whoever's in that circle, it would hit them.
yeah, yeah,
I've got mine turned pretty much all the way up, so it's pretty much covering my whole screen. So if somebody's in the distance, their character's red and it's coming up with them red, they're going
that
down from a
that
no
mean
scope.
that means they're killable. You can shoot them.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can change the colours of it, but I just keep mine on a basic yellow and red.
Yeah, yeah. A few names are being thrown around in chat in terms of like streamers and stuff. I'm not going to say them because I don't want to be involved in putting down any other streamers or anything like that. But there are a few names flying around. Aaron's got a good question actually. He says, "Do you ever turn your cheats down when you enter like competitions? Do you ever like toggle them,
Do you mean like competitions? Like,
like tournaments, cash tournaments? If you're playing in
I
cash
don't,
tournaments."
I don't enter any cash tournaments. I don't enter stuff like that. Like, obviously, people that play in their cash tournaments, like the big streamers and stuff like that, like obviously it would just be that would be unfair. Do you know what I mean? They're
Yeah,
playing for full money. But say if we get in a game against them and they are in a tournament and we kill them,
yeah.
that's that's not our problem. That's not their problem. That's Activision putting us in a game with them.
Yeah, yeah. So you won't
You know what I
actively
mean?
enter a tournament with the mindset we can win the cash whilst using
Don't
hacks.
get me wrong. There is a few streamers out there that we do try and get in games with just because it's funny. Like, it is funny sometimes to get in to stream snipe a few hackers. No, stream snipe a few streamers, but it's not all the time. It's not all
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. So a question I've got is, look, we've talked about big streamers, but what about the smaller guys? What about the smaller streamers that are, full-time streamers? They're small. They've got less than 1,000 followers, and they're just trying to make a living while streaming. Do you think it's fair that like you're hacking what seems to be like for the fun of it because you're not getting any real monetary gain? Is it fair that you're doing that and potentially taking
What
away
I
a career
what
from them?
what I would say personally is, if, like, don't take this the wrong way. If
Yeah,
if you make a living from streaming. But what I'd say is, I'd say get a real job. Get a real job.
Uh-oh, retard alert!
Okay. I mean, a lot of small streamers have made it into big streamers that, get paid a lot of money.
Don't get me wrong. Some people have made it into big streamers, but the small streamers that have made it into big streamers, do you really think that they've done it like legit? They've just come up out of nowhere, like I said to you earlier. Like I was using just wall hacks for nearly a month, maybe 2, and I did not get banned once.
I would 100% disagree with you there, because not everyone is like king of the game. So like someone like Hitman Gaming, he's not a great player, but he's entertainer.
Yeah. Hitman Gaming, I love watching Hitman Gaming.
I think a lot of people does. He's incredible.
No, he is hilarious. He is.
But
hilarious.
the thing is
I
like,
watch him
surely it
because
makes
he's
it
funny.
hard for him to play the game when he's coming up against hackers. Like, it makes it unenjoyable.
Oh, but this is what I mean. We won't. I doubt like we'd ever get put in games with Hitman Gaming and stuff like that, because they're American streamers. Do you see what I mean? Like it's hard to explain. Like he's an American streamer. He'll be on American servers, so we won't get in his lobbies unless maybe we put a VPN on.
Right.
But there's also like big streamers out there that even if they haven't got wall hacks, aimbot, or anything like that, they are still using VPNs.
Yeah.
Because say if they're a UK streamer, we've tried stream sniping them, and their ping goes up straight away. Like their ping is all the way up, and we cannot get in a game. It's
interesting, Carl. 30%'s big.
Again, but we can't get in a game with them because they're using a VPN. Like they will get the easiest lobbies they possibly can.
Look at that, 65 kills.
Oh, the highest is 80. The highest is 80. I'm still.
Highest is 80 kills. Wow. That's interesting. So you mentioned something to me off stream about spoofers, and that kind of relates to that guy's question about, you're not afraid of hardware bans. That kind of protects you from that, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that it does. Yeah.
So in terms of Facebook streaming, so like in the rules it says, you can't cheat. I think that's one of the new policies they've put in place. But theoretically, as long as you don't display the cheats, you're not, in their eyes, cheating, are you?
No. So basically, like I said to you earlier about my first account, Sativa the Cheat FB, that one, obviously when I first started playing it, I was showing the cheats. I was showing all of that. Lomas was doing the same thing. He was showing all the cheats. But Facebook then took his, like obviously he had the stars and stuff like that. They took his stars away on his first account. That's the one that he was showing the cheats on.
Okay.
But since he's made his second account and started streaming on that, and he hasn't showed the cheats, then he's been able to keep his stars. There's a few streamers out there that have even got the supporter badge.
Wow. What, that hack?
That hack.
So do you think there's a lot of money in stars being donated towards people that like blatantly hack?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like quite a few people. Like I've gone in a stream and I'm pretty sure I've seen someone donate like 5,000 stars or something like that to a hacker.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? It's sort of that's a fair amount of stars.
So the incentive is there, just to openly hack. You probably get more stars than some of the smaller streamers.
Like Lomas last night, somebody said to him he was going to go off. He was going to go off at about 10 o'clock. But somebody in his stream said to him, "I'll donate you 500 and something stars if you stay on." And he thought, "All right, I'll just go on another account and just."
So they're enjoying watching it.
Yeah. And as soon as he come back on that live stream, they donated him like 550 stars.
Wow.
It's, like I say, it's not much, but that's what I mean. People are paying for him to stay on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's £5. It's £5 being donated there. So, and that's just one donation. Keelan is asking, is it only PC players or can console players do this as well?
It's only PC. PC for like wall hacks and like aimbot and stuff like that. But there is other devices out there that you can. I wouldn't say it's like any. Like I wouldn't say you can get any wall hacks for well, you can't get any wall hacks for PC, no, for PS or Xbox.
Yeah.
But you can get like strike packs and stuff like that
Yeah.
that you can sort of do the recoil and stuff like that on.
Okay.
But I have tried them, and I wouldn't. If anybody's watching and thinking I might try that, I wouldn't even waste your money. I would not waste your money on it. If you play on a console and want to cheat, there's really no point unless you're going to move to PC.
Yeah.
But still, I wouldn't recommend it because the more there is of us, the more it'll ruin the game. So don't do it.
Something that I'm interested in is like, when a new update comes out on Warzone, like how far, like does your hacking software go down when a new update comes out?
No, you just update the game like everybody else.
Okay, but like your hacking software doesn't get disabled by the new code or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
It all updates. It all updates by
Wow. Okay.
itself.
And then let's talk about accounts. So like you set up an account. How long can you run an account fully aimbotting until it gets banned?
The longest I've ran an account is like 2 hours and 45 minutes or something like that.
Okay, so it's a matter of hours
Um,
before it gets
yeah,
banned.
it won't get banned in an hour. It will get banned at the least in 2 hours, maybe an
Right.
hour and a half. Depends how many people are spectating you, but not many people spectate for the first couple of games.
And the process of getting another account up and running, is that easy
Um,
or?
so basically, before we go live, um, we have maybe two, three accounts already set up. And then as soon as that one account gets banned, what we'll do is we'll clean the PC, which literally takes like 30 seconds. As soon as we've done that, we'll restart the PC, come back on, load the cheats up, load the stream up, load the game up, and then that's us back on. It
So
probably
when you
takes.
say clean the PC, do you mean you have to uninstall the hacking software?
No. There's a cleaner that literally all you have to do is click on
You
the
just you
software.
just run it,
You run it. You press 1 and enter, and then that's it. It brings up all the stuff to do with
like the
like
registry files and
yeah,
and the cache
yeah,
and all that stuff, and it
like
just cleans it.
everything to do with like the Warzone and stuff like that, BattleNet, like everything to do with that. It will
Yeah.
just wipe everything, and then you just restart the PC. Once you've done that, you would just come back on, load the hack up, load the spoofer, load the stream, load the game. Then you're back on. It literally takes, I'd say it takes about like 3 to 5 minutes.
3 to 5 minutes to switch, and
Yeah, it all depends because sometimes you could go on that other account and it'll let you play, but as soon as you start playing, it
that's
will
correct,
say
Matthew.
this game
Both.
needs an update, so it'll kick you off to the desktop. And then when it kicks you off, you then have to restart the whole PC to load the hacks up again.
So okay. In terms of actually making the accounts, don't you need like a mobile number or something to register them?
Yeah. There's a website that we use that it's not like English numbers, it's like Russian numbers.
Right. So
Um,
it generates numbers that what can you,
yeah.
because you have to confirm it via text and stuff, don't you? So how do
Uh,
you get around that?
yeah. So you'd literally just buy a number. It would say like on the website, it would literally you would put the country, which
Yeah.
is Russia, and then it will say BattleNet, and it's literally for like it costs like 0.0045 dollars or something like that. So it costs literally next to nothing for a number.
So
Like it's
so we're
like
talking about
it's like half pennies. Like it's
half
literally like
a
half pence.
pence for a
Yeah,
number.
yeah. So when you buy a number, you literally just copy that, put that into the BattleNet when you're creating one.
Yeah.
As soon as you've done that and you click continue, you just wait for the verification. You go back onto the website and it gives you the verification code.
Yeah.
So that's that, and then once you've got the verification code, you then go back to the BattleNet, put that in, and then click continue, set your password up, and then you then go over to an Activision, and then link it in an Activision.
In Facebook's policies, it says that you can't cheat yet. For people that know the game, you're blatantly cheating, right? But then because you're not displaying it, like, why are they not picking it up? Do you think it's just because they don't have the manpower to sit and watch streams, and it's more like algorithm based that picks it up?
Pretty sure Facebook, unless they see it themselves, they see the cheats on the screen, they won't they just won't even bother.
Yeah,
They won't bother trying to look behind it.
They're not going to investigate it at
No,
all.
obviously they can look at the stream and they can tell themselves that
Sexy Harley
that
Holmes sent 99 stars.
That we're hacking, sorry. But if we're not showing it and we're getting the viewers and stuff like that, they're not going to ban that. Facebook want people viewing. They want people like.
Harley, I appreciate the stars. Thank you.
They want people commenting. They want stuff like that. So why would they ban people that's getting like the other day Lomas had like 600 views? I don't get stuff like that yet.
Yeah.
But he was on like 600 to 700 views the other day.
Right.
They're not going to ban someone that's getting views like that that's on Facebook.
So it's purely down to like they don't care as long as they're getting like lots of views and stars are being bought and sent and sold and whatnot.
Exactly.
Okay.
Stars.
So Zach is saying, what's your highest skill game? You said 80 earlier, wasn't it?
80. Yeah, 80. Still yet to beat it.
Yeah.
Me and Lomas in one game, we've taken out between us, we've taken out 136.
Yeah.
That's between us in one game.
Like, I just being open and honest, you're saying it like you're proud of it, but like you do realize that it's not by your hand, right? It's you holding the right trigger.
But that's what I mean. Like, say, like, it's not like, yeah, we have got the hacks, but it's not God mode. Do you know what I mean? We haven't got like, oh, you can't die. Do you know what I mean?
You can die, yes, but it pretty much is when you know exactly where they are, where they're aiming,
Say if I'm aiming at you, and your teammate comes from the left of me, that's not gonna shoot him on my settings.
Yeah, but it's just down to people just glance. Because you can see through walls with the wall hacks. You just look left and right, and you can see where the whole team are, and then you might get caught up in the moment, and you're shooting one individual, but it's also quick fire, isn't it? It's also quick for you to down and kill someone. Appreciate the 310. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, obviously you'd end up getting people like 90% of the viewers will say, "Oh yeah, you died. Like, how can you die with cheats? Like it's like a god mode. Like it is essentially like a god mode, but it's not. Like say if I've got maybe 3-4 people in front of me, like a full team, and I'm shooting at them, it's not just gonna go bang 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 bang. Do you know what I mean? I've got to break all of their shields, and that's 4 guns shooting on just one person.
Yeah. Do you have a key that can toggle it on and off like quite quickly, or
this hacker must need a small amount of success in order to make his life worth?
Yeah, if you want to toggle it off quickly, like, because I know a lot of people get killed by someone, they think they're sus, right, and then they start to view them and observe them, and then it feels like they've almost toggled it off because they want to show, actually I'm legit and I killed you legit.
They're like, yeah, you can. There is in the menu there is like loadout settings, so you can have like up to 5, or I'm pretty sure it's up to 10 different loadouts. So you can have 10 different loadout settings. So you could have one with silent aim, or you could have one with hard lock, or you could have one with just wall hacks.
And can you switch between them in game?
Yeah, you can switch between them in game. All you have to do is press one button, and then the menu pops up, and then you just click it. So you've done that, save it, go into a game, carry on playing.
So I mean, I've seen it a lot of times where I've been killed by someone, and I'm like, dude, he locked onto me, and then I go on to observe them, and you're actually like, oh, actually, I'm not seeing it like click to people. So I always felt as if they turned off aimbot and maybe just kept the walls on, for example.
It's like there's so many times that I've thought to myself, there's people that is like hacking that's killed me. Like, they've generally beamed me, but I've just watched it. I've watched the kill cam, and the kill cam is not like it's not hacking at all.
Yeah.
Like they've deemed me, but they're not hacking. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? They have got good aim. There is people that have got good aim. Like, don't get me wrong. Like we were talking about Hadzi Jr. He might have the wall. Like, this is my personal opinion. I think that he has the wall hack. Some people might not. They might enjoy watching him. But my personal opinion, I think he has the wall hacks. But he's got the gun skill to go with it. He is a good player, but he's got the wall hacks.
Right. Right. Okay. Okay, so you kind of developed from playing legit to just using walls, and then Naughty Lomaz roped you into going full aimbot. Do you have any regrets like hacking?
Now that I do it, not really. Not really. Like I said, the game. Like I wouldn't do it if the game wasn't dying out. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
games, like I mentioned to you earlier, there's a few big streamers that are now going on to different games. Like they're
Yeah.
playing games that you wouldn't you wouldn't ever like see them playing. Do you know what I mean? And they get like thousands of views.
Yeah.
And they used to love the game.
Do you think that you're solving the problem? You're saying that the game's dying out, but I assume you're saying that it's dying out because of hackers, right?
Yeah.
So if the game is dying out due to hackers, do you think by joining the problem, is the right solution?
100%. Can't beat them, join them. That's what I've always said.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
But like, if you really enjoyed the game and you was just stumbling across a lot of hackers and a lot of people were doing it, would you see the point in playing it anymore?
So I personally, I would rather not play the game, even though I love it,
Go,
than
but
join being a
if
hacker.
if that was the only game that you've played, like obviously I've played other games, but the most enjoyment I got out of one game was Warzone. And when I was constantly dying to hackers, what was the point in me playing legit?
So I think a lot of people, they look at their wins, they look at their KD, and they're proud of it, and they're proud of it because they've done that. And I think as soon as you hack in one game and you get that one win, that scoreboard is now irrelevant because you can admit that it isn't your skill set that's got you those stats. It's the cheats.
I couldn't care about the wins. I really could not care about wins. I really don't.
Yeah, but
Like,
the game the game is very repetitive. Like, so I've been playing for over a year, and well over a year, maybe 2 years now, or a year and a half when it first came out. But the game gets repetitive, apart from the updates and whatnot. It's the same thing over and over again. But surely taking away those little pieces of enjoyment where you reach the 100 win milestone, surely taking that away makes it even more boring because you haven't got those milestones to achieve.
When we're hacking, we've sort of got our own milestones. Like I said to you, we don't care about wins. We go for the kills. Like, we'll get the kills, but the wins sometimes we just don't get. Like,
Yeah.
that's all we go for. We will land in the busiest places possible to get the most kills. Like, we set our boundaries of our highest kill. So my highest is 80. I want to beat that. So when I'm
So
playing, I'm
that's your
pushing
milestone that
everything.
you want to achieve is like killing the entire lobby if you can.
Yeah, the legit people will look at their stats and go, right, I want to get my KD up. Right, I want to get these wins up. Right, I want to do this. Do you know what I mean? But to me, like, where I can just do that just like that, click my fingers. If I want to go get a win, I'd go get a win. Do you know what I mean? I'd focus and I'd go get the win because it's possible.
Yeah.
But that's just easy. When I'm going for high kills, like I said, it's not a god mode, so you still can die. You still have to use your brain. You still have to use your brain. Like, obviously, I still have to run round. It's my aim. It's not like I press one button and it shoots them. I still have to run. I still have to look in their direction to be able to shoot them. Can't just look at the floor and shoot. It's a silent aim now. Like obviously, I don't even need to like aim in and shoot.
Are you still getting the enjoyment of just basically
Being
playing a running simulator?
Pretty much.
Right.
Do you
So
know what I mean?
if Activision turned around tomorrow and they came out with the sickest anti-cheat, right, that just kills these things dead, right, and your hacks don't work, would you be happy that the game has returned to what it once was?
Yeah, I would, but doesn't mean that I'd continue to play it because the game's broken. The game's crap.
Okay. And if if that was if you would be interested in stopping the hackers, is there anything that people can do to stop hacking, to stop it dead in its tracks?
There's nothing that people can do. There's nothing people that can do to stop the hackers. Obviously, you can report our accounts, you can report everything, but that won't achieve nothing.
No, but in terms of the software sites and stuff like that, is there
That's
something
what I
that can
mean,
be done?
There's been some people that's tried taking like sites down, but it doesn't work. Doesn't work for long.
Yeah.
It literally works for a couple of hours and that's it, and we're back up.
So what do you mean they're doing like DDoS attacks on the
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
the actual sites? Okay.
But like I say, it'll be back up within an hour or so it'll be pretty pointless to do.
Yeah.
Big software like that, they're not going to, for something they charge big money for, they're not just going to let it go down like that.
Yeah. Dylan in chat says you can shoot the ground, hip fire, and kill people. So I think he's referring to when you said you still have to aim. You can't just shoot the ground, but
You can, but then that's not the settings that I've got set on.
right.
I've just got that's what I mean. I don't sit there and investigate all the settings. Do you know what I mean? I've just got the silent aim on the aimbot, the wall hacks, and then I've just got a thing so I just can no scope.
That's a good question. Christy's asking, so what was your KD before you started cheating?
My KD before it was pretty sure it was a 1.7 something.
Okay, so that's a fairly average KD. That's not bad, but it's not 3 KD streamer, 4 KD. It's like average player.
My week. This is what I mean. This is before I started hacking. Like, obviously, I was progressing, but then I started bumping into a lot of hackers. So what was the point of me continue to try and progress if I was just bumping into these hackers and getting my KD back down? My average KD, my weekly KD started going up to like a 2 to a 2.5. Do you know what I mean? So I wasn't a bad player. Do you know what I mean? So
So I mean, I'm just watching this scene behind us, dude. And you've come out on the rooftop with a sniper, and you've no-scoped 3 dudes in the head. You just span around and no-scope 3 dudes. There is no you're not aiming. There's no aim there. That is just pure turning around, hip firing a sniper rifle and getting headshots.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It is
but
unbelievable.
like after you've done it 100 times, surely that gets boring.
No, the death comms make it more enjoyable.
So I mean, I've got to keep it. I keep it 100 in my stream with my chat, and I'll keep it 100 with you. Like let's be real, okay? Because there's a lot of people, whether they're a streamer or not, and they're playing the game, and they genuinely feel upset when they die because they feel like maybe they're not good enough, or it just gets them down. They get an enjoyment from killing people, and then they feel a bit down, from actually getting killed. And with all the mental issues surrounding COVID and people, like, don't you ever think about it and think like, it's a bit deep?
I'd just say it is deep. You're thinking about like people to think about a game like that, like it's their life.
Well, no, not in that sense. They get enjoyment from the wins and the dubs, right? And like they might put like a lot of effort into it.
Press the play again button and get in a different game. You're not going to get in a game with us every single game.
That's easy to say, but let's say that you are you've had a blinding game. You're not the best player, you're an average player, and you've got 15 kills, right? And you're going for your PB, and you've made it all the way to the last circle to be killed by a hacker. Like, that is depressing. you know.
Like I say, it doesn't. It doesn't come up with like personal stuff. Like this is my personal best. Like it doesn't come up with their record or nothing like that. Do you know what I mean? Like.
No, I know. You're not doing it to the individual person. You're not like, I'm out to like make this person upset.
No,
but what I'm saying to you is like, you know, I'm trying to make you aware that people do feel this way, and they feel, you know, does that not ever cross your mind that you're like, oh, you know, I'm ruining people's day by doing this? Like, don't you ever think about that? And think, oh, I feel bad for doing it.
If they were going for a personal best and they've got it before, and they've just got it again, or just about to beat it, they're bound to beat it. They are bound to beat it. I'd class that as beating my personal best. I'd say even matching it. I'd just say I've matched it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if I die to a hacker, that's my personal best match of what it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I knew, like, if I was moving through teams confidently that game, I wasn't close to dying, I would class a couple more kills. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it wouldn't really count because you didn't actually get the kills.
Yeah.
But like obviously, some people like myself, I'd class that as beating my record or matching it.
Well, I mean, a lot of people take this very seriously because emotions run high, or they might be in a cash tournament where they've invested cash in, and you're not, you know, actively going and chasing after those people that have entered in cash tournaments. However, your presence in normal lobbies, you know, is potentially taking away earning from people that are like, maybe they're dude, like, let's paint a real picture, a real life picture. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but I am trying to open your eyes a little bit to the humanity side of this. Like, let's say someone is like, their missus has left them, they're down on their luck, they've lost their job, and they're like, I've got 50 quid left to my name, and fuck it, I'm gonna put it in a Z League tournament, and I'm a good player, you know I can win it. And they're doing that, and then you come along and you're laughing when the guy's like, fuck, in the DEFCONs. Like, doesn't that ever cross your mind and you think, fuck, man, it's deep?
If your missus has left you, I wouldn't sign up for a Z League tournament.
I think that's more reason to sign up for a Z League. Maybe she left you because you play too much and you haven't shown her attention. Yeah, exactly. And she's like,
don't you think that should open your eyes in a different way of...
Well, she's left. It's too late.
Yeah.
It's too late. She's gone.
Maybe you should try and change that and maybe get out of the house a bit more and pay more attention to her instead of the game and putting £50 on Z League. But besides that, I wouldn't see that like on some tournaments and stuff like that, you can actually dispute the wins. Do you know what I mean? If you bump into a hacker and you can prove that you've bumped into a hacker, you can dispute that. Like, you're a tournament player yourself, you should know that you can dispute. Like, you can if you show that you've bumped into a hacker in a game, you can then dispute that, and you can start from where you sort of left off.
So can I ask? So how long have you been streaming?
I'd say about a month.
Okay, and you've had to change channels once, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've got 2 links there. Why the 2 links? You said one was demonetized because you showed the hacks on stream.
The first one, like, obviously I couldn't get the meet community standards or anything like that, because obviously I'm pretty sure it's down to me showing the cheats to start off with. But now that I'm not showing it, obviously I created a different page and literally left it for a couple of weeks, and it's now met the community standards, and all I need now is literally like 100 followers on that second page, and as soon as I've got that, I've got my level up. Mate, my voice is breaking, killing me.
So your level up. You want to get that so you can get your stars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not even for the stars. Not even for the stars. Just because with your level up, Facebook pushes you a bit more. Pushes your stream out there a bit more.
So what's the end goal? So like, you're obviously streaming and hacking, and you want to make it a full-time thing, or?
Some people get enjoyment from it. Like, some people get enjoyment from sitting there watching us. Like, they will just sit there at night and just chill and just watch us.
Yeah. So
'cause
like
they
like
enjoy
is your
watching it.
goal to make it like a living? So you're getting a
Oh no,
living
no,
from it.
no, 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 no! I don't intend to make thousands off it. I don't intend to make money at all. But if people enjoy what they're watching and they want to donate some money,
Yeah.
then they're more than welcome. I've got a full-time job as it is. Like I'm not bothered. Do you know what I mean? I've got my own way of making money. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? So I don't have to worry about none of that.
Okay. So
So
you're not in it for the money.
no,
But like so
no.
streaming's a lot of effort. You know.
Oh, like I say, I just do it for a bit of fun. Like obviously I could go on and I could just go on there and just cheat.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'd just go on a stream, just do it for a bit of fun, and just see what happens. Like obviously some people enjoy watching it, some people like watching the other side of how people play Warzone.
Yeah. Aaron's
They don't.
asking, would you hack if it wasn't a free game? If you had to pay for the game?
Um. Well, if that's what I mean, if I already had it when I was playing legit, I would have already bought it.
Yeah.
So
So
technically,
you would hack anyway because you probably would have
yeah,
bought it anyway. And
because
Warzone's
I
such
would
a
have bought
popular
it and I
game, you
played
would have
legit
bought
with the
it, wouldn't
stuff.
you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But people, this is the question that I have a lot. They say to me that you buy hacks for a free game,
Yeah.
but people say that, but people sit there and they'll buy like skin packs, they will buy
Oh
weapon
yeah.
packs, they will buy the
I've
battle pass
probably
every
invested
single month.
around maybe £100 in skin
There you
packs,
go.
which is even
There
more
you go.
frustrating that I've just kind of left the game behind because I don't want to be involved in the hacking lobbies. For me it takes the fun out of it.
Yeah.
Fiona said, "See, you tell us to get a proper job, yet there are us streamers that work our asses off to entertain people. How is it fun?" She says.
Um. How's what fun?
Like
Hacking.
hacking, I guess. Yeah.
Because of the defcoms. The defcoms, like I say, if you're English and you're in them defcoms and you say something funny, then my life, it's just the enjoyment of winding people up on a game that once I cared about, but now I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? It's dying out. Like if it was a big game like it was, like I say, I wouldn't do it. But now
Yeah.
that it's dying out, like people are caring about a game that's dead. You know what I mean? Like
Have you always been on PC, or did you buy a PC
No,
just so
no,
you
no,
can get
no.
the hacks?
I bought a PC for it was meant to be 200 no, not 200, 829.
Right.
But I only paid I ended up getting it, got it refunded and I only paid £165. So it's not like it cost me anything to even start hacking. Do you know what I mean? My monitor
How did you manage that?
Oh, I can't tell you that. Can't tell you that.
Okay. So you didn't pay much for the PC. You know, an
No.
£800 PC is
My
not going to
whole
go.
setup-
It's not going to go
my whole
far in the
setup-
scheme of things, is it? Because you don't get much for 820 quid
Well,
in terms of
that's
graphics
what I
and
mean.
performance.
It's like I say, I just play it for cheating. Do you know what I mean? It's not like I'm sat there like a big streamer and want to get all these big PC toys. Do you know what I mean? I'm not about that.
That's
Like,
what he has
I
said,
don't,
Jonathan.
like
He
I
has
said
said
to
if
you
you
earlier,
can't
I
beat
don't
him,
really
join
know
him.
what I'm doing. I literally just click on the stream button, go live, and that's it, and go on my game, and just
Yeah.
play. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like we were joking about earlier, the streaming software is probably the hardest bit to set up than all the hacks.
Wheel detailing like the
Yeah.
stream.
So I mean, you know, I don't condone it, and like I'm trying to get into your mindset, right? If you can't beat him, join them. But like, I'm struggling, dude, because like,
And this is all that I will say. Me and you was in the exact same position before I started hacking. I was determined. I was saying, no, no, no. What's the point? Like, what's the point? Like, I'd rather just play legit.
yeah,
But once I tried it once, like I've even got
ETZ
like
Samuel
my
like
older
the
brother.
stream.
He plays the game. I used to play with him a lot, and he was completely against hackers. He would be against all of the hacking software and everything like that. Even for
Juan
console,
Carlos
like the
Aguirre
strike packs,
like
he'd
the
be against
stream.
all of that as well.
yeah.
But when I started hacking, he even said to me, "Right, I'm not playing with you." Even with my wall hacks, he said, "I'm not playing with you."
Who said that?
My brother, my own
Your
brother,
brother.
he said that he's not going to play with me just because I've got wall hacks, because he was completely legit.
Right.
But I said to him, I said, right, have a game. I said, have one game, just see what it's like, see what you think. As soon as he had one game, he said, I'm not even playing the game no more.
Josh Harris
Yeah.
If it's that easy to do that, I'm not playing it.
Because
And
he got an experience of it, and he's like, well, that's what I'm coming up against. So
that's what I'm coming up against, and it's as easy as that. And he said it is actually quite enjoyable. He only had a couple of games, but he said it's actually quite enjoyable to be able to get the kills again.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not about the wins, it's about the kills. Like, it's being able to see, like, it's very minor, but it's seeing them, like the XP and stuff like that coming up. Like, say if you've had a good game, like you've got like 20 kills and like you've team wiped a lot of people, and you're seeing all this like double kill, like triple kill, like where you've downed a few people, or it says like do you know what I mean? You have all this XP coming up, like you're having a good game, like everything's like you're moving a lot. You've bumped into a lot of teams in a small period of time. Like, you're running through people.
Yeah.
Like, that's sort of the enjoyment you're getting back. Like, say if you're just a camper and you sit in a house and that's like you just play for the wins and that's it. That's like
I'm
that's
not
just
learning
boring.
to
That's
hack,
not a way of
Christopher.
playing it. Like, I don't see that's the way of playing it. Do you know what I mean? I'd see if you want to progress in Warzone, you run round, you get kills. And if you don't do that, it's like you're better off just playing like Goat Simulator or something.
What are you referring to? Campers?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, us legit players, we hate campers too, because it's just like a really shitty way to play. But a lot of people agree. I think here we would view hackers as worse than campers, because it's almost as if like.
Yeah, but if you're a camper, you may as well get off Warzone and go play Goat Simulator. Like, it's literally
Well,
pointless.
the campers, they're happy with the 1 or 2 kills, or they might be like scared, timid people in real life, and that transfers into the game. But you know, getting into the mindset of a hacker, to me, it feels like hackers just simply don't care about other people. You know, they don't care about the effect it might have on other people.
It's not like we don't care about people. It's like we don't know everyone's personal life. Do you know what I mean? Like I said to you, like I said in the stream earlier, like that guy that has cancer and said that he plays the game for enjoyment.
Yeah.
But obviously, I do feel really bad for people with that disease.
Yeah.
It's a really bad disease to have, but like I say, it does not come up with a personal profile.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
I think if anything happens going forward, like I'm obviously not gonna be able to change your mind, but I would love to instill in you a little bit that, you know, at the end of the day, there are humans behind these players on the game, right? And then some people are going through some serious shit, and some people are so, like, I know a lot of streamers, right? I'm gonna level you. A lot of streamers, including myself, that, you know, have been trying to make it, and they've used Warzone because it's like hugely popular, and they're not succeeding, right? And half of that is just down to bad luck, or half of that's down to, you know, them not producing great content, but the other half is them down to, you know, them getting depressed because they're not winning Warzone because a hacker's taken it away or ruined their content and what would have made a really good YouTube clip.
But that's just one game. Do you know what I mean? That's just one game. Like I say, it's not like we play multiple games and kill you multiple times and purposely ruin your game. It's just one game. All you got to do is press play again, go again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, not like most of the people in Warzone play in bot lobbies anyway. They play with VPNs on, so like, in a way that's cheating. Do you know what I mean?
It is cheating. No, agreed.
Because you're getting yourself in lobbies that are playing against people that aren't very great.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That is
So
100% cheating.
You're putting your high level progress and gun skill and movement into a game where people are just walking into walls because they don't know how to play the game. But when they're like Hitman Gaming, like when we sit there and watch him, his players that he plays up against, they're not great at all.
Yeah, but he's not great as a player. You know, his skill set.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to get at. He's not great at all. But say if like yourself, like you might be a good player, a good legit player.
Yeah.
But when say if you put a VPN on and went into his lobby and just ran through him like nothing, like that's essentially like cheating, because you're killing a person that can't shoot in a straight line. Do you know what I mean? You're putting yourself in a game with people that walk into walls. You know this map like the back of your hand. But people that have maybe just started or maybe just aren't great at the game, but get enjoyment out of it, like you say. But people use the VPNs to get in the same lobbies as them to ruin their games. Not specifically to ruin their games, but to get easier lobbies so they can get more kills, get more wins for their streams.
Sativa, I'm genuinely like I'm really struggling here because you demonstrate the logic that we all feel regarding like things like that, VPN and stuff, but then you've kind of just you've come to the fact that hacking's there and you've joined it and you just don't see that it's bad in any way, and I'm just struggling as to how you don't see it. Because you've got the logic of all the VPN and all this other stuff. But...
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm not denying that hacking's bad. Like, hacking is bad.
Yeah.
But, like, the game's, like I said, the game is broke. I played it from the start. Like you've probably played it from the start. The game was very enjoyable. Like a lot of people was playing it. Like it was all over the internet at one point. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And now seeing that slowly disappear is sort of now just like I say, I've only been hacking properly for like maybe 2-3 months.
Right.
So,
for 2-3 months is how long you've been hacking for, yeah?
Yeah.
And how many accounts would you say you've gone through in that time?
100 plus.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And have you had to buy the numbers every time to get those 100 accounts?
Yeah,
running?
I've had to make all of them accounts as well, mate.
So it would have cost you about £1 in
altogether,
phone numbers.
Altogether, I've nearly gone through $5.
Right.
Gone through $5. I've got maybe like 50 cents left.
And that's just to buy the numbers to register the accounts, right?
Numbers. And then the emails, you can just get the emails just like that. You literally just put maybe like, for example, Sativa 1, and then click enter, and then it'll make you your email. And as soon as you put that in, say if you get an email come through with a verification code, you would just go on that website, put that email in, and it'll bring it up like an email list.
Yeah. So this isn't necessarily a question for you, but Wimpy has made a statement. He says, "What about people like myself that are in countries that block games like COD, and we have to use a VPN or game booster just to play games? Now are we cheating?" I'll answer that. I'll say, no, you're not. If you want to play a game and your country's blocking it, then you got to play somehow.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah,
but when this is what I mean. I agree with you with what you say about that comment, because
Danny Ashton liked this.
I see if you've got a VPN and you're using a VPN just to get in easier lobbies, that is cheating.
That is cheating.
But if you're using it because you need to use it to get into games, that's essential to you.
That's different, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to play.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Otherwise you wouldn't be able to play at all. So I wouldn't class that as cheating.
So a number of people are asking, like, do hackers make money? Maybe not yourself because you've been doing it 2 months and you said you don't like charge to like get people wins, but there are hackers out there that actually charge to get people wins. Do you think like hackers make quite a bit of money?
Oh yeah. I don't, to be fair, I don't actually know any hackers that charge people for wins.
Right.
Like any big hacking streamers charge anyone for wins.
Yeah.
I don't, obviously Hacks Gaming don't just play with anyone. Dixie Rage don't just play with anyone. But me and Lonas, like, we sort of like, if we've got people that want to jump in, then we'll get them in.
I've noticed you do that on stream. You're just like, let people come in. Do people ever come in just to troll you?
No. That's what I mean. Some people, whoever puts their Activision in the chat, they join because they want to play.
The accounts that do get banned, do they get shadow banned or do they get perma banned?
I'm pretty sure they get shadow banned, but I've gone to sign in on a couple and some of us said permanently banned.
Right, okay. Guys, we've got 266 viewers and we have 38 reactions. If you would hit that like button, it would help me out a lot.
Smash that like button.
I would really, really appreciate if you do so. Vicky says, does he miss winning and gaining those kills legitimately?
I do miss it, but I just, like I say, I never really have the team. Like I've never really had the team to sit there and play with. Do you know what I mean? Like my whole team, like they ended up because there was too many hackers about. The game was just not fair. Like we literally tried everything. Like they tried everything. Like they even got a net doomer themselves.
Yeah.
And still they just weren't getting the enjoyment. Like none of us was getting the enjoyment. So we ended up I ended up cheating because I ended up getting a PC.
Yeah.
And since that, I ended up
Willie Allen liked the stream.
I started cheating, carrying on playing, just because obviously I just want to see the game out hacking before Battlefield comes out. As soon as Battlefield comes out, I'm going to play that legit.
William Dare
Simple
liked
as.
the stream.
Yeah.
But like I say, if I had a decent team to play with, like and maybe run a few games with, like don't get me wrong, do you know Godly?
Yes.
I used to play a few supporter games with him.
Okay.
And I actually used to play with Godly back on Black Ops 2.
Okay, so you had some good squad mates then, because Godly was a good player.
Yeah.
David Davis liked the stream.
Godly is a very good player. He's always been a good player. We used to play on League play together.
Yeah.
I used to do I've done a few tournaments and stuff like that with him as well. On Black Ops 2.
You've been playing the Call of Duty games for a while then. It wasn't just like you just jumped into Warzone.
That's what I mean. Like I used to play with him on Black Ops 2, but obviously after all the other games come out, like the Xbox One come out, stuff like that, there was no point in not no point, but we all just sort of lost connection. So I didn't know who he was, and then all of a sudden I went into his stream, and I said to him, hang on. Yeah, I went into his stream and I said to him, I said, "You sound like this person I know," and said the name, and he said, he was like, "No way, I actually know that person," and he was like, "How do you know him?" I said, "Because I used to play like League playing that with him."
Okay.
As soon as I said my name, he sort of come to him, and then I said to as soon as he said his name, I'm not going to say it, but as soon as he said it, that's not a name you would forget. Because when you're going into like League play games and stuff like that, you're not like if you saw that name pop up, you would sort of want to leave if you haven't got your team.
Guys, appreciate all the likes. Really appreciate it.
He was one for wiping teams out like they were nothing.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Because he's a very good player.
So I'm just I just want to keep sorry to interrupt you. I just want to keep on top of the questions because they're piling in. Mike Russell says, "Can we just legit get this type of toxicity out of Warzone, please? Us legit gamers have quit playing. I mean, if everyone keeps saying can't beat them, join them. I don't get it. Would you jump off a bridge if everyone was?" He's asking. Would you jump off a bridge if everyone was?
No, that's stupid.
Vicky says, "My husband streams and they're more entertaining than good players. They have their moments. It's all about having fun. It's a game after all. Is it just about winning for you?"
No. Like I say, like if my viewers come in and they want to get their wins up, or people that actually care about their records, and they're more than welcome. You know what I mean? If I'm not going to come, like if they're going to come into my stream, start getting leery, then they're just going to get ignored or they're going to get abused back. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's sort of, it all depends on what they're saying. Like some people
I have,
and they're reasonable. They wanna get their stats up, like their wins and stuff like that. But some, like you said earlier, like some people, if they get one hack, like one hack win, that would just that's just a wipe off their record. Like their stats are just irrelevant then. But some people just see it like some people used to do the stim glitch. Do you know what I mean? Like, would you class that as a write-off on your record if you'd done the stim glitch and won a game?
I mean, the stim glitch was highly annoying.
Yeah, not saying you personally did. Not saying personally you done the stim glitch, but like it is it is essentially in a way cheating to win. Do you know what I mean? So would you personally write that off on a record?
What do you mean? I don't understand the question.
Like, would you write off like your stats? Like you're saying to me, like if people played and got one hack win with me, that would be sort of like their stats are then sort of like irrelevant because they're playing with a hacker. And
Totally.
but say if you then done like the stim glitch and won a game, would you write off your stats and say your stats are irrelevant?
But I wouldn't do the stim glitch because
no, that's what I mean. I'm not saying you personally are doing the stim glitch, but would you write it off?
I mean, they're in the same basket. If they're doing the stim glitch, then they're cheating. If they're hacking, they're cheating. So to me, you know, as a legit player, it's the same. They're in the same barrel, you know, because for me, it's just like the whole fun of it, in my mind, and this is me personally speaking, is the fact that you've got to work for the win. You know, you've got to have the skill, you've got to have the awareness, you've got to have the placement in terms of where you are in the circle, you've got to gate people, and that is the fun of the game for me. Otherwise, it just becomes another multiplayer shooter. You know, arguably, you know, Call of Duty Warzone has one of the best engines in terms of battle royale. It certainly does, and you know, I've run across to Battlefield 5 because one, I'm waiting for the new Battlefield to come out, and two, I'm avoiding playing Warzone because of hackers. And what I found is that they're hacking over there.
You've just said it yourself. You're coming off the Warzone because there's hackers.
Yeah.
So like that's you're the same as me. I'm one of them hackers now, but I wasn't. I stumbled across all the hackers like you have, but instead of like you've come off the game. I haven't. I stayed on it and just joined them.
Yeah, but like the in my moral compass, the correct move is my choice as opposed to your choice. Your choice is, you know, gone down, and as I said, I feel like it really does cause a lot of grief for people. It takes a game they loved and they don't love it anymore. They can't play it, and you know what? The people love it so much that they go away. Like myself, we'll go away for a week and we'll come back because we're like, oh, you know, I fancy a game, and then you get that same feeling of disappointment all over again when someone hacks on you. So I don't know. I disagree, dude. I don't think it's the right choice. Like, you know, some people are curious as to what hacks are like.
We all have our own opinion.
Absolutely,
like you don't agree with it, but me personally, I could not care. I could not care less. Do you know what I mean? People don't like me hacking, so be it. I'm still going to do it. No one's going to change my opinion on it. My opinion is my opinion, and I will continue to do it until they stop it.
Yeah. So we got
a new game comes out where I can play legit and I enjoy.
Well, we got Mike from the USA here, and he says, I think that maybe someone hacking should get on to other hackers to stop hacking, and then create a ban. And if everyone stops playing, maybe they'll fix it. So he's basically saying that everyone should just stop playing Warzone, you know, kind of go on strike, in order to stop the hackers. I think that kind of leads back to a question I asked you earlier. If everyone was hacking in Warzone, would you stop? And you said yes, right?
I want to see people go on strike. I actually want to see people go on strike and not play Warzone.
Yeah.
I actually do. Because then you never know. Activision might actually do something about it then. They might put an anti-cheat, but whatever it is, on there to stop us. But they're not gonna pay thousands of pounds for a software like that for a free game.
Yeah. So Dylan is asking, can you hack in Cold War?
I can buy cheats for Cold War, but I don't play the game, so.
Do you own the game? Do you own Cold War?
I do. I do on my Xbox, but.
Oh, okay, but not on the PC.
Not on the PC, no.
Okay. I wonder if your current hacks that you have, are they transferable across Warzone and Cold War, or are they separate things you have to purchase?
No. Two separate things. You have to purchase two separate subscriptions for them, because they're two separate games. I know now they're linked, but they're two separate games that you'd have to buy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Looking for
Nathan, I hacked because I'm very good. I'm very good at the game. I don't always wear the bally, but when I wear the bally, I can see people through walls. But that's usually down to my swimming goggles that I wear too. The aim's down to my fingerless goalie gloves.
Yeah. So I'm just going to answer this. So I know a lot of comments have mentioned me putting his sort of details in the pin post. Kind of was a requirement as to doing the interview. You know, he's got to get something out of it. I'm not personally promoting it. I don't endorse hacking. I don't support it, and I don't recommend it. As you will see, me being very candid with this guy here. So I just want to make that clear. I am not promoting, but it was kind of the deal we made.
What, do you want to bite my head off at the minute or something?
So look, you know, just being open. I hate hacking. Like, I hate hacking to that degree that like it makes me furious with you. You know that you're hacking and you're not. It doesn't. And this is being honest in it. And you know, it doesn't seem to bother you. And
Like I say, I couldn't care. I wind up a lot of people on a daily basis. So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
another one
But
to
you
add
know,
to the list.
although I don't like what you do, I appreciate you coming on because not everyone would do that. And so I'm not going to be rude or disrespectful to you. But you know, I'll openly say I don't agree with it, dude. And I think if we stood strong as a community, we could get rid of it, and that's what I would love.
Oh, that's what I mean. You can all try your hardest, but I doubt anything will happen to this game now. So
Yeah. I think they've kind of abandoned it, and it, you know, it shows to the level of you know, like even Facebook, for example. Like, don't you think that Facebook should really ban you guys because you're clearly hacking on stream, aren't you?
yeah, well, like I say, we get reports on a daily basis. Like everyone reports and tags Facebook gaming and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
they haven't done anything.
So, in your opinion, is Facebook gaming like dropping the ball?
Well, they're not like I say, they're not doing anything to stop us. So
Yeah.
if if they were trying everything, like I said to you, like they all they have to do is look at our stream and see us no scoping people across the map. Do you know what I mean? Then that's a big. He's 100% hacking. We can do something about this, but just because we're
Yeah.
not showing it, they're not banning us.
See, the thing that gets me is that you know, like people will get a ban. Like, so I have a lot of mates who are streamers, and I popped into a mate of my stream, and he's male, and I said, "Show us your bum," and I got put on a 7-day ban on Facebook for saying, "Show us your bum" on Facebook. Right?
I've been banned for stupid stuff like that, like silly comments, silly comments I shouldn't have even been banned for, and I get banned for.
So like, you know, you've got that, and then you've got people who are reporting you, right? Which is basically drawing Facebook's attention to your stream. They're saying, "Hey, look at this stream," right? And so with those reports, that Facebook is actually not looking at the stream, because if they looked for 5 minutes, they'd see you turn the corner here and no scope 2 dudes in a head with a sniper, and you don't have to play the game to say, "Hey, hold on, either this guy is like super cracked or he's cheating." And the likelihood is you're cheating.
Oh yeah, we actually have some people on our team, like they will generally play a whole game with us. Like they will generally play a whole game, and like say if we get like 30 kills, they generally think we're playing legit.
Yeah.
Like there's some people that, like there's somebody that come into my stream and said, "Are you hacking?" I said, "No, it's just my aim. Like my aim's really good."
Yeah.
So
you're not outwardly saying it.
No. Like I say something stupid like I'm wearing my my swimming goggles and my fingerless goalie gloves. Like obviously, if anything, that would make you play worse if you were playing with like stuff like that. But people take that seriously. Like they're like, "Oh right, you must like obviously not take it that serious and think, oh yeah, he's actually playing with like
Yeah.
they just think, oh yeah, he must be just like really good."
Everyone in chat, if you
Like,
don't
one
like
kid, he
hacking,
said to
hit
me
the
that,
like button for me.
I was telling him that I weren't hacking, and he actually was sat there and he was believing me. He was saying, "No, you're cheating. No, you're cheating." I said, "No, it's just my aim." And then I was then aiming in with the sniper and shooting people, making it sort of like look legit. Obviously, I was not looking at him, and he goes, "Actually, yeah, like you are legit, aren't you? Like you're not actually cheating." Obviously, because he couldn't see it and he didn't know. He didn't know at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So how long do you think you're going to continue playing and hacking before you get bored? Guys, the likes
Too
went from
sure.
from
There's no time
40 to
limit.
105.
Yeah,
So
there's no
60
time
of you
limit,
just
mate.
said, I don't like streaming.
It could end. It could end tomorrow. It could end today. It could end in the next year. It could end in the next 2 years. It all depends. All depends.
So if, for example, you jump on... Are you going to get Battlefield, the new Battlefield?
Oh yeah, I played all the Battlefields before.
So
and I
you're going to
really
get
enjoyed all
it.
the Battlefields.
If you get killed by hackers, if it's the same situation where, you know,
No,
same as
no, no,
Warzone, are you going to
Because the games,
get the hacks on there?
the game's only just come out. Do you know what I mean? Like, I give the game a chance. It's like Warzone. Like there was hackers from the start of Warzone. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, you don't bump into them as much. Like you just press play again. Like it's a game. Like press play again and go into a different game. Stop
Yeah.
letting it break your heart. Do you know what I mean? Obviously,
Yeah.
you are like, no matter what game you go on, you are going to bump into hackers. Do you know what I mean? Or cheaters in some way, one way or another.
Yeah. Is there any way I can talk you out of hacking? Is there any way I can talk you out of hacking? Is there anywhere I can change your mind?
If you sent me loads of money.
So the money aspect is what is driving you.
No. The only thing that would stop me is if somebody paid me a big buck.
Yeah. Okay. You're kind of holding people to ransom though. There, you know, you're one of many hackers.
Yeah, but it's like you're not gonna pay what I'm gonna ask for, and I'm not gonna hack because you're asking. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna say a stupid price. Like I want a couple mil. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay a couple million for me to stop cheating, and I'm not gonna stop cheating. Do you see what I mean?
Do you work outside of streaming as well?
Oh yeah. I work outside streaming.
So this is kind of just a part-time thing for you at the moment.
Oh yeah, I literally just do it after work.
Right.
I won't be doing streaming full time. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. I'll be doing what I'm doing.
So I read somewhere that like Activision are working on like hardware bans, like things that spoofers are not going to help with. They're actually going to ban the hardware that you're playing on, the CPUs, the RAM sticks, all of that stuff. So your PC could potentially become worthless, or well, not worthless, but you could sell it to an unsuspecting buyer, and they'll buy it and not be able to play Warzone.
This is the thing, like I said to you, like if I actually spent the full money that I spent on my PC setup, then I'd be sort of like, I'm not gonna hack because I'm not gonna get my money out of my PC once I go to sell it because all the hardware banned. But where the PC cost me literally next to nothing, it's just a write-off to me. So, but if anything, if the PC broke tomorrow, I couldn't care less. I'll go set it on fire in the back garden and burn it. Couldn't care. Do you know what I mean?
You didn't pay much for it, so yeah, no. It's true.
No. Do you see what I mean? So.
Yeah. Yeah. And do you normally play with Lomaz, or do you just kind of run around on your own?
Sometimes if me and Lomas are on at the same time and we both sort of got space, we'll either get each other in a game or we'll sort of just run with our own viewers for a bit.
It's not clickbait, Marcus. We're trying to get into the mind of hackers and understand why they do it.
To start off with, me and Lomas we were playing from the start and we were teaming up from the start, and me and him would be in a game together regardless. It would be me, him, and then either one of my viewers or one of his viewers.
Question of mine, for people that are trying to avoid hackers, do you guys generally go in like trio lobbies or quad lobbies? Is there like, are you more in quads?
Quads. If we're playing with like viewers, we're going quads. But
right.
If we're like I'm always playing quads.
So won't you go into quads as a solo or a duo just to maximize your kills?
Yeah, I will go into the quads by myself, and I'd put the squad fill just in case somebody's there. Some of them like literally like as soon as they see the kill feed, like people getting knocked. Some people are like laughing, they're loving it. They are generally loving it. But some people go, "Oh, you're a cheater," and 95% of them actually stay and watch the full game.
I must admit, you know,
to get the win. I say to him like, you're calling me a cheater, you're calling me this, you're calling me that, but you're gonna stay for the win. Guarantee you'll stay.
Do you know? I'm gonna let me open your mind about that, because, like, for example, I came across, you know, Lomaz, the cheat, and I found myself staying and watching for quite a while, and the reason I was doing it is, like, after every kill, I was disgusted. I was like saying, "Oh my god!" Like, I'm just looking at it and just seeing, you know, 3 or 4 guys go down, and there's 2 teams either side of him, and he's killed one team, turns around, kills the other team, and I'm just thinking that, you know, if you were playing legit and you were doing that, that would be like so sick, right? But the fact that it's not legit, I'm looking at it thinking, "Oh man." And I'm wondering, these people that are watching, I did see some of the comments. You know, there were a lot of people that are enjoying the content. They're enjoying watching the hacking, and part of me doesn't understand why, but the other part of me understands that maybe they're like me and they're sitting there just like cringing every few seconds, thinking, "Fucking hell!" Like, they're just like rinsing people. Like,
we've even got people that like they'll send us like personal pictures, not like obviously not like explicit pictures, but like they'll send pictures of like their house, what they have in their house, like their dogs. Like they'll send us pets and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? Like some people would see us as one as their friends. Do you know what I mean? They just don't know our name. They know our page. Do you know what I mean? But they would still see us as one of their friends.
Yeah.
So we still
Dale, can you re-ask that question? I don't understand it. Dale Taylor, re-ask it.
Do love coming into the stream and watching, really?
Yeah, no, I do see, you know, there's a lot of viewers in it. I'm trying to filter between the the insults and the actual questions here.
Hard sometimes, isn't it?
I just, you know, man to man, how do you deal with all the negativity? Do you just ignore it?
Oh, I couldn't care less. Don't know him in real life, so don't really bother me.
Yeah.
You can say what you want. Like, they don't know me. I don't know them. They can say whatever they like.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I've got Scott Tyndale in chat, and he said I got banned off of Facebook because of him. Who did you get banned off of Facebook because of Sativa the cheat?
I don't know how I would have got you banned, my friend.
He puts laughy faces after it, so I think he probably, maybe his reaction to getting killed by you or something.
Oh, maybe. But no, I want to know the reason now.
Yeah,
unless he's talking about Lomas, because Lomas is in the chat as well.
Oh right, maybe. Yeah. Brownie, we have asked the question, would he stream if anti-cheat and he had to play legit? He'd say he'd play legit. You know, he hopes that an anti-cheat will come out, and that, you know, his mindset is that he's hacking because everyone else is hacking, which I don't think is a justification, just to clear that up, but it is his view. Another question, what sort of enjoyment do hackers even get? I mean, it doesn't make you good. Yeah, again, we kind of already answered that, dude. Answer that.
Some of the questions do get quite repetitive as well.
They do, yeah. And you said that actually before the interview. You said a lot of it is the same sort of question.
Yeah, and Charlie, where's the pinned comment
at? Christy, can you pop that pinned comment back up? Yeah, having. Okay, so the question from Dale was, yeah, with him having aimbot, does he have to move his character? No, does he have to move to his character to shoot? I just don't understand, as I'm not a gamer. He's like, do you even have to move? Like, if you don't aim at anyone and you just shoot into thin air, will it auto lock, or does it auto lock within a box on your screen, a certain radius?
Like I was talking about earlier, there's a field of view priority.
Right. So the entire field of view of the screen, you can set it to the whole, you know, 120 field of view.
It goes up to 100. So the aim priority field of view only goes up to 100. As soon as it's up to 100, that's pretty much covering your whole screen. And that will just shoot at, like, say if you've got 15 people in front of you and it's showing 4 of them, there's a couple of kids to your left, like one in front of you and one to your right, but the kids to your left are closest, it's going to shoot them first.
Yeah.
Instead of the kids maybe 100 meters in front of you.
Okay.
But
Tom Woods asks, how much did he pay for his hacks? The hacks are £15 a month. That is more of a subscription thing.
And if the software ever goes down, you can literally pause the subscription, until the website's back up.
Yeah. So Reese Woodbine is saying, when these guys get this HWID, I guess that's hardware banned, how do they come back and play again?
That's what the spoofer does.
That's what the spoofer does.
Yeah. Changes everything.
You have to pay a subscription to your spoofer.
Yeah, I paid via Bitcoin, I paid £18 for the month. So essentially I'm only paying like 30 quid, £32, £35 at the maximum.
Oh wait, so you're paying for a spoofer and then the hacks, and that's costing you over 30 quid a month.
Yeah.
Dude, you could get Sky TV for that.
That's alright. Fuck Sky TV. I've got too much time. I ain't got much time on my hands to be watching TV as well as live streaming my hacks.
Yeah, but you could just stop the hacking and just like watch all the on-demand programs. Do you know what I mean? All the good ones.
Have you got any recommendations then for me?
I do, mate. I do. If this gets you away from hacking, I'm telling you, one thing you need to watch: The Handmaid's Tale. Yeah, sickest TV series I've ever seen. Sickest.
What's that on?
The Handmaid's Tale. What's it on? I think Amazon. You can watch 3 seasons of it. Sick.
Yeah.
Sick.
You'll have to.
Dude,
you'll have to
go chill out. Yeah. Take a night off. Take a night off hacking. Right. And go watch The Handmaid's Tale. I'm telling you, it is the sickest thing you've ever seen.
If the hacking software ain't up tonight, I might just have to give it a go.
Do it, bro. You won't regret it.
You'll have to send me the name of it, and I'll give the first episode a watch and see what happens.
Absolutely. If I can get you one day off hacking, I've done my job. I've given people a break.
You might turn into my new drug dealer. Try it once and never come off it. Mate,
well, Lomaz got you into hacking. I'll get you into TV series. That's a better deal, for sure.
Deal.
So we've got a positive statement for you from McCall. He says, Sativa the Cheat FB is better than TV.
Thank you very much. I do try my best.
Marcus is saying, I'm using a hacker for views. Well, you know what, Marcus? It's an interesting discussion.
It's not like he's using me for views because you're the one that sort of gets the views anyway. Do you know what I mean? The most views I've probably had is, I'd say, about 70, 80 views on one stream.
Right. So Dale, if you watch the stream behind us, you notice how he's like killing everyone really, really easily. It's because the engine that runs the aiming, it runs it for him, so he doesn't necessarily have to minutely get the cursor on their head. Like right now, he knows someone's up there because the wall hacks. He can actually see. You can't see it on his stream, but he can see placement of people, and then gets to shoot them easy.
Someone just put Hacks Gaming and Sativa the Cheat and Lomas the Cheat Facebook is funny as fuck and the best streams. There you go.
Reese says, when I turn crossplay off on PlayStation, I've ran into a cheater before, locking on and cleared the lobby, but apparently it can't be done with crossplay off. Did he spoof to get into PS lobby maybe? I think that's more down to the controllers, the strike packs and stuff like that. I think that
because I play on a controller. Would that have anything to do with it? Because I've taken an Xbox One controller to a PC.
That's how I play Warzone, and no, I don't think that would. I mean, you do get aim assist doing that because you have a controller, but aim assist is not hacking. So you've only been doing this 2 months.
That Christy said that put that thing back in the chat if you want it pinned again.
Rumsey put in chat. So what would you say to all of what would you say to all of the people that just be like, mate, please stop hacking? What would you say to them?
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Unfortunately. But what I will say to people is if you do stumble across us and you come back from the gulag and you've got your whole team, what I will recommend, I'll give you a tip on how to kill us. All create a riot shield class. We hate riot shielders, even just one riot shielder. Like, we despise them because it will lock onto the riot shielder first and not anyone behind. So that's just a little tip if you bump into a hacker, guys.
So it locks onto the riot shield, not the person.
Yeah, if you put the riot shielder in front, pushing, like, obviously out with his riot shield first, then it will try and lock onto him instead of the ones behind.
So they could pretty much be almost out in the open of it. As long as they're behind the riot shielder, it will prioritize the riot shielder.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And stun grenades. If you've got stun grenades on, they're the best.
Right.
So it's just little tips on how to kill us if you want to kill us.
Lomaz is like, why tell them that, silly boy? we're gonna do, dude. We're gonna. This video is gonna go viral, right? And you're just gonna get everyone in Warzone with riot shields now.
that is gonna be hilarious. That is gonna be hilarious.
I mean, look, something needs to be done. Activision's not taking note. You know, even Facebook needs to take note that, you know, I can actually sit here and have this interview with you, and you know, I want it to stop. A lot of people want it to stop. You even wanted it to stop. You know, you would rather go back to what it was, right? Because you enjoyed playing before all the hackers came about.
If there was no hackers and stuff like that about, I'd be all over playing this game legit. I'd still
no,
be playing
Fiona,
it legit.
no.
But
yeah.
But this is it's just how it is now. There's too many hackers about. I just thought, fuck it. May as well hack as well.
I think a lot of people have shared that mindset, and that's why we have so many hackers. And I almost wish that the game, I almost wish that people had the majority of people's views, which, you know, same as my own, which is I'd rather not play than hack, because dude, there's like, for me, there's like a moral thing behind it. Like, you know, I would feel like it's not me that's doing it. I'm not earning the win, so it doesn't count in my eyes, you know? But you, again, you know, you're going to turn around and say that the wins aren't what you was doing it for in the first place. Surely when you wasn't hacking, that was your goal, that was your milestone.
Wins weren't really my goal anyway. I didn't really care about the wins. I never have really cared about the wins.
Everyone wants to get the dub, surely.
Oh, don't get me wrong. If I got the win, that'd be a bonus. Like, I'd love to get the win, but I was more about my highest kills. I've always been about my highest kills, or I used to care about my KD when I used to play legit. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But like, what I want to say,
there's no such thing as KD for me. Like,
oh wait, this dude's got a riot shield.
Yeah, look.
I wonder if there was multiple, like.
I can't actually remember what happened here, but I'm not sure if my teammate killed him.
He probably jumped.
I'm pretty sure they killed us, you know? Yeah. I'm pretty sure they killed us here. Look,
oof, they're going nuts with the thermites.
Thermites, stun grenades, and they just melted us. Two riot shields.
Good on them. Oh, yeah, and they took you out of the game as well. That's it.
Yeah, took us out of the game. That's what I mean. We killed them, and they come back with their riot shields. Full team of riot shielders.
Good man. I hate riot shielders, by the way. That's a whole other mindset of playing.
I hate riot shielders too. They should ban riot shields. Activision ban riot shields instead of hackers.
No, they shouldn't. They absolutely shouldn't. I don't support that statement whatsoever. Dylan says, if you care about how many kills you get and that's what's important, why hack? Doesn't that take away from the accomplishment when getting a high kill game?
No, because you get more kills when you're hacking.
Yeah, but then they're not your. What he's saying is they're not your kills. They're not down to you. It's down to the.
Not
the
my
software.
teammates. They're not my teammates' kills. They're mine. I've got them.
Yeah, but
I aimed in on them and I shot them.
yeah, but they're not yours because the engine did it for you.
But it's not because I'm still aiming at them. I still have to be in a certain aim distance from them to be able to lock onto them.
But we've already ascertained that anything within field of view, you can hip fire that, so you're not actually ADSing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You can turn that up and down. Like I told you that the highest it could be set to is 100, which is the highest you can set it to. But you can set it like down to like 20. So like the field of view around your hip fire, it will literally go smaller and smaller and smaller.
Yeah.
So anyone in that circle, then it will down. See what I mean? If you want to make it look more legit, then you lower that down.
Have you got so accustomed to hacking that have you tried to switch back to without hacks?
Do you know? Yeah, I can't actually remember the last time I played legit, but I probably would actually give it a go.
I think you should try it just to see what it's like. Because you know what? If anything, it's doing you a disservice because your muscle memory will be like you'll be so used to hacking and so adjusted to it that you will be lazy with aiming. You know, so if it does come out, you'll be a worse player for it.
But this is what I mean. Like I've played a lot of I've played all of the Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
So and I've always had like decent gun skill. Like I haven't hacked on any of them other games. Do you know what I mean? I've always played legit up until now. But I've always had decent gun skill. I've had breaks away from the game. I've played it for like I haven't played it for like half a year and come back and I'm still like obviously for anyone it will take like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks to start adjusting to the game again, how people play, like weapons to use and stuff like that. But as soon as I was there after them 6 months, I would be back to how I was playing before. So I've always sort of been good. That's what I mean. I wouldn't be good straight away. It would take some adjusting to playing legit again. But I reckon I could do it.
Yeah, I think you should stop hacking, dude. I think it's not doing you any service. It's like you know, I've been 100 with you from the get go. Like it's not a good look. It's not good for you know. I don't know if you believe in karma, but creating a lot of negative energy around you. You know, with this like a lot of.
That's what I mean. Like a lot of people care about a game that's broken, so. People want to care about a game that's broken, so be it. Like I couldn't care. I could not care.
You know, there's a lot of history to this game though. Like people like yourselves that have been playing since like Call of Duty 4, you know, love the game, and so you know, the Warzone is probably the best extension of the game they've had thus far, and it is being ruined by hackers. It is, and you know, you are a part of that because you've joined the club.
But near enough every game you're going to play, you're going to bump into a hacker. So
that's because people have given in.
Whoever, yeah, but people have given in. But if people don't want to play against hackers, get rid of your console, get rid of your PC.
Yeah, but they want to play the game without the hackers.
But regardless, they're going to bump into hackers. Regardless, whatever game they play, they're bumping into hackers. You've even told me yourself that you've gone onto the Battlefield, the new Battlefield, and there's already hackers on there. That's a brand spanking new game.
No, Battlefield 5.
No. Yeah. All right, Battlefield 5. Right, there's hackers on Battlefield 5. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, whatever game you are going to go on, there is going to be hackers. Like the new game, the new Battlefield that's coming out, there will eventually be hacks on there.
But you do realize like your solution to this by joining them is not the solution. If everyone stood firm and said no, you know, this ain't right, I'm not playing until they fix it, then there would be no hackers.
Go on. What's Activision done about it?
No, you know they haven't. They've done F4, and
Have they tried anything?
I am furious with them because
exactly. Has any of them big companies tried anything to stop hacking?
No, they haven't.
If they tried anything to stop hacking, do you really think me and you would be in this position right now?
No, we wouldn't, and I'd be glad. And I think they have the resources to do it as well. They have the resources.
If they even attempted to do it, they don't even attempt. All they do is ban the account. That don't do nothing. If they put an anti-cheat in place, they tried to do something, tried to put an anti-cheat in place, even if they tried and it didn't work, they've still tried.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They've not even done that. So what's the point? What's the point?
That's something we would agree on, the fact that Activision is just like absolutely slacking when it comes to sorting this out. And you know, they have the resources to do it. They are such a large company with probably one of the most of the best programmers in the world. They can do it. But there's, you know, leads on to a different discussion. I think there's a monetary thing in it for them. You know, this company that you're paying £15 a month to, think of how many hundreds of thousands of people are doing that. You know, and think of how many companies are, you know, are there a lot of companies selling these hacks? Are you limited to, like, you know, what company you use?
I think I only know of 3. I only know of 3 different websites.
There's free websites that you can go to buy these hacks.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, so like there's 3 companies, but like imagine how many. There's probably 1 million players that are hacking. I'd say be safe to say there's probably about 1 million players that are actually hacking, because it's so widespread now. You know, and I've noticed at certain times of the day as well, the hacking seems to get worse. I feel like most of the hackers aren't actually UK based. Most of them are from other countries.
What, hackers?
Yeah. Yeah, so you know, there used to be a kind of a safe period from us, you know, from sort of 8 p.m. till 12, where it would be safe. But now that, you know, you being in the UK, you guys are probably jumping on around that time, aren't you?
That's what I mean. Like we're jumping on, but we're live streaming it, so you know when we're on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like the people that are from different countries. Like I haven't seen somebody from a different country live stream hacking. I've been in a game against foreign hackers, and they've like obviously they've killed me.
Yeah.
They've won the game. They were just driving around just like shooting people from a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Like they couldn't care less. Like
Yeah.
obviously,
I've seen that happen.
But they don't play for the win either, because they leave the game straight away. Like as soon as they've got the win, they'll leave. Like just go straight in another game, so they don't. So they can get at least one more account in on their one more game in on that account.
Yeah. So I've seen so Ryan Hillary saying, so what you saying, what you're saying is I couldn't keep up, so I have to hack to have a good game. Do you still get the rush of engaging a squad, or is it all just numbers now?
When you approach a squad, it's not like you can just run into the room and you're just laser beam.
Yeah.
Like it's not like that at all. Like you would still have to take one out. Like say if they're all sat in one room, you'd have to take one out, then take another, or you would still have to use your stun grenades or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like you would still have to use your brain to be able to take out a team. It's not like you'd run in and just press one button, bang, they're all dead. Do you know what I mean?
You know, to the average player, when we look at, you know, people hacking, that's what it looks like to us, because there's 3 or 4 guys and you're like down, down, down. You know, and for us, it looks like it's just like, wow.
It's because we know like we can see exactly what they're doing, so we know exactly what they're like, how they're playing. So say if we down 1 and there was 2 pushing us, say there's a full team sat in the roof of a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've ran in, busted the door open, they hear that 2 of the teammates push down the stairs and I've downed 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I see that the other 2 are literally just sat there.
Yeah.
I will then shield up, I'll reload my weapon, I would kill them 2, or I'd even leave them on the floor to even live ping me so they can see where I'm coming from.
Yeah.
Then I'll go up and I'll just bang, bang.
So that's what I'm saying.
Mean?
So like people are saying like it doesn't take skill to do, and therefore they don't feel like there's enjoyment there, which is kind of my argument. It's like, you know, it all sounds so easy. You know if they're pushing you, you know whether you've got time to play up, you know, and then so people are saying like,
that's
where
what I mean.
is...
If you had decent players that use like wall hacks, or
It is,
even
Lauren,
decent players in general, like we've come across like some good players that have just generally killed us because of their gun skill, like, and like they'll know that we're hacking, and soon as we've downed one of them, they'll go, right, he's blued, and that's it. They'll push their teammate will push us, and there's nothing we can do about it, because we either need to reload, we need to shield up, or something like that.
Yeah.
It all depends.
Joe is asking, is this guy playing or is it just gameplay we're watching? This is actually his gameplay from his page, so he's not playing currently, but this is his gameplay. So this is what it looks like when he's hacking. This isn't what he looks like to him because he can see a whole array of information that we can't see. One thing I wanted to ask you: can you see people's health? Can you see what sort of state of their health? What about their plates? Can you see how many plates they've got and all that?
No.
Okay.
Can't see none of that. All it tells me is name, distance, and what weapon they're using. But it'll only show me what weapon they're using when they've got that weapon out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I just keep referring back to this footage. I'm just watching you like no scope people like hip firing with a sniper. That's just like that to me is the biggest upset because a sniper is already a one-shot kill, you know, a one-shot down, and then for you to like just jump on that container and down two people without even aiming down scope, it's shocking. It's shocking.
I wouldn't use the word shocking. I'd use unbelievable.
Yeah, you just did it again there. That's mental. But you know, on the I've been on the receiving end of that, dude, and it sucks. It really sucks.
Secret behind that, I've actually got a bit of chewing gum from last week stuck on my screen, on the crosshairs. So it's just a little.
You're trolling now. You're trolling. Does he have magnetic bullets also? So I guess that's what's that called? You said there's a name for it. Silent aim. That's a relatively new hack that's recently come out, right?
Yeah.
So these guys that are developing these hacks,
He's been sniping since 1999. Yeah, you're right, Charlie. Since birth, mate. Since birth.
So these guys that are developing these hacks, they're not only, they haven't just developed them and sold them, they're enhancing them as they go along.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So they're so certain that Activision isn't going to do anything about it that they are putting money behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That's mental. It's mental. Yeah, I don't know. It's you know, it's a tricky job streaming, and you know, I am still a small streamer, and you know, I've struggled, dude. You know, mentally trying to make it, a lot of pressure. My backstory is that, you know, I was made redundant due to COVID. Always been passionate about gaming. Decided to start streaming, and my wife, you know, I said, look, I wanna do this full time. I want to be a full time streamer. And my wife turned around to me and said, like, you've got 6 months. I'll give you 6 months to try it. If you're not making a living by then, you know, we've got bills to pay, we've got a mortgage, etc. You know, and so the pressure was on. So and a lot of streamers, dude, are in this position where it's not just a game. Like, they're trying to make a living out of it, and this is taking that away. This is definitely taking that away from them.
There's other jobs out there instead of playing a game. Do you know what I
mean?
Yeah,
but streaming is not just playing a game, is it? It's entertaining, it's broadcasting, and people are making a living out of it.
But if you're in that sort of position, I wouldn't revert to a game personally. This is my personal opinion. I would not revert to a game. I would revert to, if anything, getting away from the game and focusing on getting another job, getting myself back on my feet before I even step foot back on in the console.
Dude, I massively disagree with you there. You know, look.
But that's your opinion. I've got my opinion.
But you know, I agree with that. But imagine, you know, the dream is to get paid to play, right? And these are what these streamers are chasing. They're chasing the dream that they can play a game they love and get paid to do it. So I don't think you turning around to them and saying they should get a real job, because this is a real job. This is a real job for a lot of people. You look at Stone Mountain, you look at Average Dad Gaming, you look at Hitman, you look at Nitro. You know, these are genuine people that are streaming and making a solid living. You know, Stone Mountain's probably in the £1 million mark figure.
Yeah,
you know?
But like, yeah, fair play to them, but you're playing a fucking video game. Do you know what I mean? Like, go out and do something with your hands. Like do something. Do you know what I mean? Don't just sit there behind a screen trying to earn money on a video game. That's how I see
Whether
it.
whether they're playing a video game or writing software or doing accounts.
You're a woman if you're gonna sit there and try and make money off of fucking.
What's wrong with being a woman?
There you go. I'm not a woman.
What's
I was
wrong
born with a penis between my legs.
So you're saying that streamers are women?
Pretty much.
You're a streamer yourself.
But but I'm not trying to make money out of it. You are.
But you are, because you're trying to get to level up and get stars.
But if you rewind the stream, what did I say about the stars?
You said it's not important to you, but at the same time, you said that
you
you started a new page because your other one got stopped, so demonetized, so you couldn't get the stars. So why, if the stars weren't important,
I couldn't get leveled up and it wasn't pushing my stream, so I weren't getting many viewers. So what was the point? So I'm gonna get my level up and then get more viewers. Do you know what I mean? But if, like I said earlier, if people want to donate the stars, they donate the stars.
But the viewers, what are the viewers in aid of? Like, what do you want the viewers for? Surely that's to get monetization and stars.
Just to entertain people. Like some of the people sat in the stream now are saying, well, not right now, but some people are saying that they enjoy watching us.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I think, like, you know, some people would take what you said, like, I'm not a woman, as a negative remark. Like, that's potentially sexist. Like, you need to be careful with that if you're going to be a streamer, you know, because you know, that shit will get you in trouble. And it's not right, really and truly, that's not right behavior.
Yeah, but the world's just fucked anyway, really, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's up to us to change it, isn't it?
But one person, 2 people, 3 people, they ain't gonna fucking change it, are they?
You can change your direct circle and the people you come into contact with. Okay. Nah, you know, dude. Okay, so guys, is there anyone in chat that wants to ask him something that hasn't been asked? You know, no insults, please. Just like keep it clean. Ask a genuine. You've got an opportunity to ask someone who hacks. You know, a question. What do you guys want to ask him? Miss Derpy says, tell him to look at Jeff Leach if he wants to continue being sexist. Did you hear what happened to Jeff Leach? You know who Jeff Leach is?
No.
He's the Ghost. So he's the voice of Ghost in Call of Duty. And he was the voice actor, and he actually used to work for Activision, and then he started streaming, and then he did some very sexist things, and Activision fired him, and then he also lost partnership with Facebook.
I'll just make a different account.
Well, I guess you can with the balaclava, can't you?
Yeah.
Kempin says, I'm medically disabled. Now, how can I make money?
I don't work for Activision.
Kempin says, I'm medically disabled. Now, how can I make money if gaming is my only option left? Streaming is my last option.
Streaming is your last option.
Yeah, because he's like homebound. He can't go out and get a job. He's on, like, you know, treatment. He's on treatment for cancer. Like, how can he go out and just get a job? That's what I think he's trying to basically say. Like, not everyone's situation is the same.
It's alright. I'm pretty sure in these in the agreement before we started streaming, you weren't going to read out comments that are going to try and make me feel bad or
not
anything like that.
Just
so
ones that are not insulting. Not ones that are, I agreed that we wouldn't
ones
say
that are going to try and make me feel bad. So if we're going to continue to do this, then I'm just going to leave now.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just clarify. Our agreement was
that's like personal stuff. Like, that is stuff to do with their lives. That's like you keep bringing up like cancer and stuff like that.
I'm just reading what's in the chat, but what I'm saying is, like, do you feel
you weren't going to read out the comments that are like
that were insulting or like cursing you? Yeah, absolutely not.
Let me just get the message up.
David says, genuine question, do you have a job? Yeah, he does have a job. I'm actually trying to filter out the negatives.
God. Get in touch. We can discuss detailed rules of the interview mentioned by Lomas. I'm not out to harass or intimidate or belittle anyone. Just want to discuss.
And I haven't done that at all. Ben, he's already answered why he does it. What fun does he get? He likes the death comms. He enjoys the reactions of the people he's killing.
To be fair, it's even lucky I've even stayed for this long. Because I've actually really needed to go to the toilet for the past half an hour. Really,
okay, mate.
Really,
well, like, you know, if you want to go, you can do.
And as well, I doubt you would get any other streamers on because Charlie didn't. Well, Lomas didn't even want to do it, and I doubt Hacks would come on, and I doubt anyone else would. So
I'm not looking to make a career out of interviewing hackers. It's just an interesting subject that that I wanted to discuss, and I think we got some good discussion out of it. And also, I don't think I crossed the line or went back on anything you and I agreed in our initial chats. Do you?
I do, yeah.
So by a guy in chat mentioning that he's got an illness, and me reading out his comment, you felt that that's
like you've been doing with the rest.
Say again.
Filter it out like you've been doing with the rest of the rude comments.
Well, I don't think that falls into the category of belittling you, disrespecting you, or any of that.
But you're trying to make me feel bad for them viewers.
Well, that's not what we agreed, is it? If you feel like, okay, do you feel bad by those comments?
Well, people that have got illnesses and like play the game, like some of the comments like that I've made would make me sound like a horrible person towards them people. But then people are just taking it in the wrong way. If
that's more towards them, not towards me. That's not me doing that. You know,
But you're reading out their comments.
Well, I'm going to read out genuine questions. He's saying that's his situation.
But it's not a question, no, is it? That's his situation.
Well, it was a question on his part. Calling me now. They're not now, man. Yeah. Anyway. Okay, mate. You off now? Do you want to go and get sorted?
Yeah, I need to go to the toilet and probably go live on my own page.
Okay, mate. Well, look, I appreciate you doing it. As I said, not a lot of people would come and do it. You know, we as the Call of Duty community implore you to consider stop doing it. Because I think that
maybe if that series that you mentioned about, if that's any good, then I might.
Oh, mate. It. Oh, well, then you've stopped. You've stopped already because that is a 6 series. No, genuinely.
I'm still waiting for you to message it to me. I can't remember what it's called, so I've got to have you message it me.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, look, dude. You know, if I could leave you with anything, is that you've done it for a while. You've done it for 2 months. Your viewer count, it may go up, but like not a lot of people are going to donate stars towards this. Like, and I know you said financially that wasn't the incentive. Hurry up and get your kill record and just stop doing it because it's causing a nightmare for all of us people that play.
I'm going for the kill record again.
What's your kill record? What do you want to get? 100?
I want to get. Well, I've got 80. I want to get maybe 90 or above. Then once I've got 90, I want to go for 100.
And it's never going to stop there, is it? It's going to be a whole lobby.
Until it's next to impossible to get any more kills than my record.
Okay. Well, look, appreciate your time anyway.
Like I say, the game won't be lasting that long.
I'm hoping they come out with a fix. I'm hoping.
Battlefield will be out before then. I'm sure of it.
Yep. All right. Appreciate you. Thank you very much for your time.
No worries. Take it
easy. See ya.
See you later.
Well, there you have it, chat. There you have it. Oh, man. That is, it's a difficult one because, he shows a lot of common sense when it comes to, let me remove this window capture. There you go. It shows a lot of common sense when it comes down to, the game, the logic around people, but he's got his mind set on hacking, and yeah, I agree with you, Joe. He'll probably be hacking in Battlefield before you know it. People are already hacking in Battlefield. and it's just crazy, you know. It's just crazy to see the mindset behind, and so many people that are hacking share that mindset. And you know, the agreement that I made with this guy before starting the stream was that I wouldn't insult him, I wouldn't disrespect him or belittle him or anything like that. But now that he's gone, I'm going to give you my view on it, and it's just that I think it's really pathetic, you know. And Lomaz is in the chat; he's a hacker. I don't think it's a cool thing, guys. It's not cool to hack, and there's so many people in here. I'm watching the chat just roll down. You know, that this is pissing them off. Like, it really is. And so many people have this mindset, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, I'll just beat, you know, if you can't beat them, join them. It's the easy option. It's the easy option, man. You know, get good comes to mind here. Look, this guy's down. Look at this through smoke. How is that fun? How is that fun? It's not fun, you know. Yeah, so Luke's saying, I don't understand it. It's not a legit record. So he's almost like, you know, I want to get to 80 or 100 kills. And it's like, but it's not you. And I was trying to get that through to him, that it's not your achievement because you're not actually doing it, right? You're not. You're not getting it. Sativa, you're not getting 80 kills. It's not you, right? It's the engine owning software. You're taking in you're saying some things in quite a smug way, like, oh yeah, we did this and we team wiped and we did, and it's like, you're not doing it, bro. You're not responsible for it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like the content, please do like, subscribe, follow, whatever is relevant on this platform, and it helps me massively as I'm myself a small streamer and hope to produce more content like this shortly. Take it easy.